Anthroplayogy. It's been like a year or something since the last Batman one. Sorry about that, but I had to pay my penance. I have watched all of Arrow, way too much of The Flash, the first season of Gotham. I'm attempting to reach the Lil nerd level when it comes to Batman.
I was institutionalized while he was doing this. I spent some time with Jeremiah Arkham. We got along, I listened to the tapes, and we're ready to go.
But yeah, we're back, and we're going into Batman Arkham City. So, little context, I have now, as of recording this, played all of the Batman games to date, and I will say flat out right now, this is the best of them. If you're wondering which is the best Arkham game, this is it.
That's
and
sort of the consensus.
I will explain why while playing this, and explain more when we finally get to Arkham Knight at the end of this series. So yeah, we got a bunch of episodes coming, we're back to doing this, sit in, whatever. Hope you enjoy.
Didn't you miss Bat Abs? I miss Bat Abs.
Or Batman sexual harassment. Great.
Look what I found.
Don't touch it, man. He'll kill you. How long till the boss gets here?
He'll be here.
Riley said he saw the bat. Is he here too?
In Arkham City. Why would he come here? You guys just need to chill the hell out.
It's Batman!
What the hell?
Sorry to disappoint you boys.
Not exactly, Batman.
It's just little old me.
My princess. Ladies and gentlemen, Selena Kyle, Catwoman.
So, it's actually during the first time Lil played this game, she didn't get the DLC because she actually borrowed my copy, and had not experienced the full game involving the Catwoman stuff. Which, in my book, is actually some of the best parts of the game, because, at least in this version of the game, Catwoman is fantastically overpowered and just beastly, like it's Batman but faster and on steroids.
Now that they're all taken care of.
I mean, the thing that's always been true about Selena is that she needs to be a match for Bruce in some ways.
Yeah.
And I think the cat butt versus bat butt.
I'm okay with the cat butt.
You pick which one you want. You enjoy.
I'm a fan of the cat butt.
But sort of what I heard. Oh,
Try and get one over on me, will you, Harv? I don't think so.
Get your filthy paws off that now. Ah!
Wake up, Mr. Wayne. We have much to discuss.
Strange? You won't get away with this.
I already have.
This is Vicky Vale, reporting live from Arkham City, the controversial super prison built right here in the heart of Gotham. In a few moments, Bruce Wayne will be live on stage to explain his sudden interest in Gotham politics. The infamous Playboy millionaire has never been one to—
It's billionaire, Vicky. Millionaires are so last year.
Correct sound of Bruce Wayne.
The only sound of Bruce Wayne.
That's true too. So I guess while they're still doing this whole lead up, is Arkham City a thing that shows up ever in the comics?
Untouchable.
Not that I can recall.
Yeah.
I think the closest you can get it probably is they're sort of working with the No Man's Land storyline.
But in some ways it's much more Arkham Knight in this one. It's kind of exact. That's the whole earthquake happens and it goes to hell storyline, right?
Yeah, and it goes to hell because Lex Luthor is the president. That's the only way you can justify it. Lex Luthor's like, you know who lives in Gotham?
Batman.
The man who won Millionaire of the Year when I wanted to be Millionaire of the Year.
It's out of control. Shut it down.
Is that literally the logic that happens?
By the end, I will be a hero.
Basically, his justification is that Gotham needs to be purged.
He's not wrong.
I stole the Millionaire of the Year thing from Lego Batman 2. But it also has happened in a couple of Halloween games, so.
Hands in the air, Wayne. We have Wayne.
who I believe is a writer on this, or was he just a writer on Paul Dini being the Batman the Animated Series?
I'm the wrong person to ask on this one.
Capturing Bruce Wayne is so much easier than Batman. And now that we have you, Protocol 10 is ready to begin. It will be my legacy, a monument to your failure. And if you try to stop me, I guarantee everyone will know your secret.
Alright. There we go. There be light and reflection.
You are mine, new inmates.
See, that man looks like Batman. That man is possibly Batman. How nobody realized that.
Yeah.
Charge of the Arkham City facility. Up until this point, you have shown total disregard for the law, for society.
It is Paul Dini.
What the hell are you doing? You think we wouldn't hear you?
Tiger guards need to learn from you.
Indeed. I'm mad you can't counter that one.
There's a couple of non-counterable ones
Yeah,
in this opening.
but that one's one you should be able to counter.
You're gonna be my bitch, Wayne. You're mine. On the ground. Now.
There's something about this that sort of reminds me of the opening to Escape from Alcatraz.
Yeah, a little
Which
bit.
I like.
Well, is it the armed guards that are way more armed than guards would normally be?
Oh, Bruce messed up.
Move it, rich boy. Hey, Wayne, I hear penguins put a price on your head. I'm cashing you in.
You work for the Penguin?
I did. What's it to you?
I hate the Penguin.
Break his face. Come on.
You don't want your guy get
You two get out of the way.
They're all criminals.
I'm trying to include as much of the atmospheric as I can.
You know how I feel about
I know how you
atmospheric.
feel with the atmospheric.
No, I was that person who stayed in the interrogation room far too long because I wanted to watch the opening video.
Yeah.
Bang.
Move up, prisoner.
I think what I love about this is it definitely makes you feel.
Mr. Wayne will not be any trouble. Will you, Mr. Wayne? The cuffs can stay on. We don't want to make things too easy, do we?
So we should talk about Doctor Strange.
That's I'm sorry, Hugo Strange.
Yes.
Not to be confused with Doctor Strange.
Bruce Wayne.
Marvel's Doctor Strange.
There I was reporting on your crummy press conference, and now here we both are. I guess that'll teach you to get involved in politics, won't it?
Listen to me carefully. When they open the door, do not panic. Stay close to me.
Do you think I'm taking advice from some guy who's never even been in a fight?
Stay calm. They're trying to scare us.
Sorry, man. It's every man for himself.
Just the beginning.
Snowbats.
So Hugo Strange.
Hugo Strange is actually, you know, prior to the Joker, he predates the Joker a little bit.
Does he?
He sort of starts as this mad scientist character, right? Because the original theory of storytelling for the Batman comics when they were Detective Comics was it was mostly taking out mafia bosses and, you know, dropping those guys accidentally off roofs, as Bruce used to kill.
Did he?
Uh-huh. Well, accidentally. Accidentally, quote unquote.
On your feet, Ryder. I said get up.
Bruce does not have time for your shit, Ryder.
Evidently.
Oh no! That's just rude! Oh.
Yeah.
Lights out, rich boy.
But Strange was sort of, they wanted to go the mad scientist route. And remember that Lex Luthor had sort of cornered that mark on the rich, powerful
What's up?
Yeah.
villain.
Do you need me to call you butler?
Cobblepot.
Oh, you remember me. I'm touched. Your family destroyed mine, Wayne. This, well, let's just call this good old-fashioned revenge.
So, when I first played this game, Cobblepot's weird glass bottle eye...
Oh god, it freaks me out to this day.
I was confused by it. It was like...
It freaks me out to this day.
I think it's a brilliant thing, but mostly I spent a lot of time when I first saw it being like, so is that just his like ghetto-ass version of a monocle? Is that all you could find? But then he wanted to find it's just been jammed into his eye socket, and he can't remove it without permanent brain damage, which is nuts.
It's one of those things that I think one of the things that this series of games in particular does very well is they sort of do this very conceptual idea of a lot of the villains. Like it's not a realistic game.
No.
And so that's the thing is like when stuff that doesn't feel entirely real happens, you're a little bit more ready for it.
Screw you, Cobblepot.
Always hit.
Always hit Cobblepot.
I have no sympathy for Gotham.
Nor should you.
And I mean, you've actually watched more Gotham than I have. So
Yeah, you gave up on that series.
I mean, I started again because a dear friend is starting to be associated with it. It's really cool.
The second season so far has been everything the first season lacked, so
have you got my location?
including a totally made-up Joker origin story.
You know what?
I need an immediate drop on the roof of the
I think that's the thing is when we get to Selena back,
Of course.
I can talk about how many origin stories she's had because
Yeah.
it is too many. It is too many.
But so speaking of origin stories, Hugo Strange.
Yes, Hugo. So I mean, Hugo was basically
Not exactly.
he was the prototype
Although I
mad
did get someone
scientist
on one
for
time with Hugo
DC
Strange.
Comics.
And how was that?
And one of the things that's always
He
impressed
knows
me
that
is
Bruce
that
Wayne is Batman. He also told me that something called Protocol 10 will make him famous. I can't leave Arkham City until I find out what it is.
so that explains why you can't go to the rest of Gotham, you guys. Which
That
would
does
be,
machine guns.
yeah, there's that. Although, I mean, the idea that Batman can't handle machine guns seems weird to me.
No, it was like anti-aircraft machine gun fire machines.
Right on time.
But he also has a plane.
Yeah, the fact the plane didn't get shot down is a little suspect. I'm just gonna let Batman bring toys into Arkham. Why not?
Okay, here is our Joel Schumacher moment. Let's enjoy it in all of its glory.
There's a suit up button. It's fantastic.
It's our Joel Schumacher moment with less sort of dwelling on the cod pieces, which some people will appreciate, some people will resent. Up to you.
I think they bring cod pieces back in Arkham Knight.
Good. I am a pro cod piece person.
I
We
took
know.
an encryption key from a
So
typewriter.
Hugo Strange.
I'm going to
Hugo
hack into their
Strange.
communications.
He was sort of the master. They tried to force him to be the mastermind, basically, and they wanted, when Joker was first created, for him to be a one-off villain. Because he's, he has a gimmick. And they began to realize that gimmick villains did much better in Batman sales than
Tiger 4. We have confirmation that
people
prisoner
like Hugo.
4011 is in the courthouse.
So, what was Hugo supposed to be initially? It was kind of like Batman's intellectual equal or something?
Yeah, no, because remember, if you conceive of him as, Batman is the greatest detective, that's how he was
How should we
conceived.
proceed?
Yeah.
So Hugo is the Moriarty to Batman's
That doesn't
Sherlock
sound
Holmes.
good.
That was basically the idea.
Makes sense.
He didn't really have a Moran, though. He had
What?
a Sebastian Moran, a
If there's
sidekick.
one person in Arkham City who
Most
knows
of his
what's
sidekicks
really
were
going
pretty
on, it's her.
expendable, and Hugo would kill them to, look
I need to
badass
find
in the first
Catwoman now.
Yeah.
So one of the things I find really interesting about this game is that there are a lot of, high-stakes hostage situations that you can leave forever if you
Well,
want.
that's also the inherent nature of any open world game.
Yeah.
Like, I could make fun of open world games at the end of my days. That exact purpose. Like, it's the, go do this now. Is there a timer? No. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Although there's a timer for other things that involve ringing phones, which we will talk about.
Yeah, we'll get to that eventually when they start ringing.
And so, folks, the way that we're going to handle side quests in the game is as they come up, we're going to start them, just because we can lose stuff.
Yeah.
And also, just it allows us to talk about more things more quickly, so we're not, constantly sitting there being like, well, let me tell you about Hugo Strange.
Well,
if Hugo Strange is boring for you, blah, blah, blah.
The side quests in this game, with one or two exceptions, are fantastic.
Oh, hells yeah. Hells yeah. God, it's
and we get to have my favorite character back in the first one, Zaz.
You love Zaz.
Yes, he's the most, I totally thought he was made up for the video game franchise character.
Well,
ever.
he kind of feels that way.
He definitely does.
I believe I've heard that he's gonna possibly make a Gotham appearance, but we'll see.
He's already in Gotham.
Yeah. So.
He's definitely.
I think he is the most Gotham-verse character that they put into Gotham-verse. He just feels like he walked out of Criminal Minds for me.
Well, so the version I have of him in Gotham, I'll save this when we actually deal with Zaz, because I actually like Zaz in Gotham. He makes sense in Gotham.
Alright, now we have some army.
The only way to get by in this place is to get ourselves some respect. Fear. That's how we get respect. Show them
this
all
game
that
does
we
feature
do
one of my
things.
favorite Two-Face models out there.
Fair, though.
So part of my love for this game is that it exists right on the cusp of when technology got really good. They started rendering everything in super high HD and they rendered it very realistic looking, and but it was still kind of cartoony. If you remember, Arkham Asylum had a bit of a comedic kind of comic-y look to it. This one, a little bit more grounded, but still very kind of over-exaggerated features. Hardy's skin's kind of rubbery still looking on one side, and the corpsey side is just way over the top, in the good way kind of way, though. It's that weird line between kind of fake and real, which I actually think works really well for this franchise, and that later iterations on the series either go way too far into the real category, or not far from the cartoony category as a result of it.
Yeah, and I think like Paul Dini is a great fit for that reason, because one of the things that he really specialized in, and still specializes to this day with DC Comics,
Taking out the thug with the gun is the key. Without him, the rest of the room won't be a problem.
Sort of realism and cartoon violence. The thing about Joker is he's terrifying.
Yeah.
But he still has that. The Mark Hamill Joker just has so much comedy. See, my question is, where did they get a photocopy of all those Harvey Dent posters?
Yeah. I think we're thinking it so.
Just let the texture hit.
Our friend Batman has arrived. Grab him and cut him.
So should we talk more about Hugo Strange? We kind of exhausted him as a
I think
comedy.
the more we see of him, the more we can talk
That's
about him. Yeah,
fair. He shows up in a much realer way eventually.
He's in some
He is
ways,
actually a character in
he's
this
our
game.
big bad, at least as we can tell right now. To avoid spoilers for you guys.
Yeah. And as always, we will try and keep the spoilers to a minimum, at least in the context of the game.
We will spoil Gotham, probably, because
I will spoil the hell out of that series, because there's nothing to spoil.
Objection.
Because, I mean, you know, he's probably going to be Batman.
Yeah.
Overruled. Heads or tails, kitty cat?
Which one lets me out of here alive?
Not this one. Time to die.
I vote for a stay of execution. No gun harm? Shame. This is gonna hurt.
2 guns, bitch!
And I thought it was cats who have 9 lives. How's it hanging, Harv? Come to Kitty. Anyone ever tell you that you're full of surprises?
I figured you could use my help, Selina.
You're right. I think I chipped a nail back there.
Funny.
So what do you need, Mr. Detective?
Protocol 10. What do you know, Selina?
Never heard of it.
That's not what I wanted to hear. What about Strange?
I don't trust him. He's been missing for years, and then is suddenly put in charge of running Arkham City. Rumor has it he's been working with Joker, planning something very special just for you. Maybe that's Protocol 10.
Twinkle, twinkle, little bat. Watch me kill your favorite cat.
The ex-district attorney here said something. What the hell?
See you soon, bats.
This place is dangerous. I like it. You expecting a kiss?
It was Joker. You're not safe here. No one is.
9 lives, remember?
I need to locate where the bullet entered the court and where it impacted.
On the evidence scanner. So important. So lovely.
So sadly, the best version of it doesn't remember how the hell to use it because it gets really screwed up in later games.
I don't know. I like in Arkham Origins, you guys will see it allows you to reverse time.
Yeah, but Arkham Knight ruins that by showing you how bad a mechanic it was.
Yeah. Arkham Knight ruins everything. As far as I can tell.
But we'll get to that. We're getting ahead of ourselves. So, we've kind of talked about Hugo Strange a little bit. Do we want to talk about
the trajectory the bullet traveled?
The idea, I guess, behind Arkham City quickly?
Sure, yeah. Just so everybody knows what we talk about when we talk about No Man's Land. There's a colossal earthquake, and the location of Gotham is sort of, it has moved over the years, if you read DC Comics.
Because it was on, even in the case of the game, it was on an island, now it's like a bad part of the city.
Yeah. So, the thing about Gotham is usually they located it in New Jersey, ironically enough.
Will commence in 10 hours.
We're not going to fight about where I think Gotham actually is.
Everybody's got a theory.
Yeah.
But I think one of the interesting things... Oh, there is a door that you can go to see.
That's in the back.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll get to that in a bit.
So an earthquake hits Gotham pretty hard. And basically it creates, you know, a Hurricane Katrina-sized humanitarian crisis. And instead of dealing with it, then President Lex Luthor decides, you know what, let's just leave it there. Let's just let it go.
What did Gotham ever do for me?
Something Wicked Studios.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you give us a thumbs up down below, you share us with all your friends, and you subscribe to the channel. If you're looking for more videos right now, we've got a whole bunch of ones all over the channel you can get to by the links below. If you hit the random button, I promise to send you to a good one. You know you want to. Press it. Press it.